Okay, we are continuing to power through the home page. We've arrived at this call out section, which has a huge headline and then a call to action button. And you can see that it has kind of a faded image in the background. So on my content template, I'm going to copy my heading and then select the headline and paste it in. For the button, I want it to say Learn More, and I want to link to my services page. So I'll copy the button text and open the button settings dialog box. I'll copy my text in, and then I need to grab my link. So I'll right-click on the services link, choose Copy Link Address, expand the link dropdown, and paste in my URL. The next thing I want to change is this orange color of the background image. This is an image with a color overlay, and I'm okay with this generic highway image, but I do want to change the overlay color. So I'm going to hover over the section and click on the gear icon to open my section settings dialog box. Then expand the background dropdown. And you see several different little icons here. I'm going to click on the second icon from the left, which is the gradient section. If you look really closely at this background, you can see that it's a linear gradient. At the top, it's opaque, and then at the bottom, it gets a little bit lighter so you can see a bit more of the image showing through. So back on my content template, I'm going to copy the value for my emerald green. And then I'm going to click on the left-hand color and just paste in that hex value. When I click on the right-hand color box, you can see the value looks a little bit different. It says RGBA, and then it has a set of 4 numbers after it. I'm going to show you how to convert the hex value that you already have for your highlight color into the numbers that you need to input in this section. There are a lot of different hex to RGB converters online. I've linked to one in the notes for this module, but you can really use any of them because they all work pretty much the same way. So in this hex field, I'm going to copy in the emerald green hex value that I've been using, and it will display my RGB value below. What you want to do is write down these 3 RGB numbers. So I'm going to write down 0, 152, and 116. Once you have those, head back over to your website. You can see that right now it says RGBA, and then it has the numbers 241, 99, 52, 0.85. The last number here, 0.85, is telling your website that you want this gradient at the bottom to be 85% opaque. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, don't worry about it. The only reason I mention this is because we want to leave the 0.85 as is. We only want to replace the first 3 numbers. So I'm going to replace these with 0, 152, 116. And I can see on my site that the color now looks correct. So I'll hit the check mark and save the page. One thing I forgot to do is to change the color of this button text. So I'm going to click on the button settings, click on the design tab, click the button text color, and paste in my green hex value. Hit the check mark and save the page. And that is it. We are done with this section. In the next module, we will be tackling the testimonials and featured clients section of the homepage.